I am the world famous Stuttering John. You don't question me. Joey C is stupid enough to try to come on and debate me tomorrow night, which is Saturday night. It's still time for you to back out, Joey C. You know you don't have the energy to fight me. You know that you will lose. You will cancel the show because you do not have the mental energy to fight me, Joey C. To argue, to debate. We know the newspaper can't do it. He has failed. We know Neil's brother can't do it. He's a failure too. Why do you think you're different, Joey? There ain't not nothing you could do that will equal the Duke's talent. I'm the only talented person in this Devilverse. I hope I have made myself clear. 30 failing shows. What can we say about 30 failing shows in this Devilverse? Why do you do it? Why do you go on make fun of the Duke when the Duke is more successful than you, more powerful than you, better looking than you, and all the 30 failing shows? How can you feel good about that? In this Devilverse, how can you do that? How can you do that to the Duke? What gives you the right in this country to do that to the Duke? In this America, we're free to do what we want. We gotta be responsible. Gotta be respectful of the Duke. Joey C should be groveling at my feet. Joey C is a man, if you can call him that. He's not qualified to hold my briefcase. He's not qualified to shine my shoes. Joey C is a failed towel boy. That's a fact. Towel boy. So, there's no debate. There's no debate. If there's a debate, I win. He loses. Case closed. Joey C, you're a failure. And a flunky and a floozy. You're F-rated. That's a fact, Jack. You don't question the Duke. You grovel at my feet. That's what you do, Joey C. I will have to teach you tomorrow night if you show up. It's unlikely you'll show up because you know the Duke's a winner. You're a loser. That's a fact, Jack. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Buffalo Clearwater time. If Joey C shows up, which is a 50-50, I will win the debate because I am the Duke. I'm the one with the Writers Guild pension. I'm the one that was on that Howard Stern show. I was on the Tonight Show. I wrote a book. I have a movie. I'm more successful than the 30 failing shows put together, and that's a fact, Jack. How can you question the Duke? How can you feel good about that? There ain't not nothing in the Constitution says that you're allowed to question the Duke. That's a confirmed fact, Jack. That's a confirmed fact, Jack. Don't forget, 8 o'clock debate tomorrow night. After that, we're doing the history of Coors Beer on my channel. It's the best channel on YouTube, probably the world. How could Joey C question me? Joey C should be thanking me for the questions I asked about his wife. But he had to disrespect me on my stream. Why would he do that? Why would he feel good about that in this country? Detroit by Dark, thanks for being here. It's definitely backed up by documents. Backed up by the Constitution of the United States. Declaration of Independence. The Magna Carta. We've been learning about the Magna Carta for years. It's the founding documents from 1215 for when King John overtaxed the peasants and they revolted. That's what we have to say about that in this country. There's going to be a revolution if people don't start respecting me, the Duke, Stuttering John. 30 failing shows will cease to exist. 30 failing shows should be respecting the Duke's authority. But they laugh. They cackle at the Duke. How could they feel good about that in this country? How could they feel good about that? So, here's where we're at. I am a good and decent man. 30 failing shows are criminals. We have prisons for people like this. An 8x8 cell is much too luxurious for them. And that's the facts of the case. People like to lie about the Duke, lie and cheat. Liars can be tricky nowadays. You always have to watch them. You give them an inch and they take 10 miles. That's the dues payer. We know he can't read or write. Failed out of second grade. Failed out of second grade. What can we say about that? Why does he criticize me? He should take a look in the mirror and reflect on himself. Why, he's the one. He's the failure. He's the racist. He's the one. And like Detroit said, this is backed up by documents. Not only that, it's backed up by the truth. Backed up by the Constitution of the United States. Some people can't handle the truth around here. Some people haven't seen the light. People have to realize through darkness comes light in this world, in this country. People have to realize we're not going to let them escape justice. We're not going to let them escape their responsibilities in this community that we call justice in America. That's what we're dealing with today. That's what we're talking about. Justice in America. Howdy, Jackie. So, we're back to square one. My name is Stuttering John. I am world famous. I am a good and decent man. Not everything I did was considered good, but I try to be a good and decent man. We will have Poe on the go, Jackie, as a moderator. Poe on the go, he's got a good channel, but I tell you what, Poe on the go is a southern hick. He should be out plowing the fields and the farm and That's Poe on the go. He can't read or write either. He can't speak good English. But we're doing him the favor, letting him moderate. It'll be just like a CNN moderator. Except he can't read or write. He's from the South. He's a southern hick. Should be plowing the fields. And Joey C., as we know, is a criminal. We can't trust criminals in this Devilverse. They like to lie and cheat their way out of everything. But they underestimate the Duke. They underestimate my talent. They don't realize that I'm a New York University graduate. They don't realize that. They can't accept that. Not everyone fails out of second grade, dues payoff. Not everyone's a failure and a cheat and a liar and a racist. Except everyone in your camp. Interesting how that works. But they can't escape justice. They can't escape their responsibilities. That's their side. That's their problem. We don't worry about them and their delinquencies and their failures. We worry about our successes. And we go on from there. No one can match us. No one can beat us. That's just a fact. And like Detroit said, it's backed up by documents. So we're gonna talk truth on this channel. Okay? That's the fact, Jack. You don't question my wisdom, you don't question my authority. It's like questioning the Constitution. It's un-American. How could you do that? How could you feel good about that? That's what we're up against. In this country. That's what we're dealing with. The facts. We're going to talk facts today. We're certainly going to talk facts Saturday night. We're up against a failing teleboy and a southern hick pulling the go. That's what we're dealing with. That's this case. I am the Duke. How can you question the Duke? Hey, how you doing, Chase? We're talking about a couple failures. We'll do a little review. I am the Duke of this Devilverse. I don't agree with anyone. Any of the 30 failing shows. They're all a bunch of hicks. Joey C's nothing but a failed criminal towel boy. Pulling the go's nothing but a southern hick. Should be plowing the fields and the farm. I'm the only successful one in this Devilverse. That's a confirmed fact. It's a fact check. I think Clay Dabbler learned not to question my wisdom. And he came back and he bowed down to me like Joey C should do. I need Joey C to be more of a trained monkey boy like Clay. And I tested Rob Saul. I doxed his number on purpose and he came back to me. He forgave the Duke. That's a fact. But Joey C doesn't have that privilege to question me. He is to listen to my commands and demands and do as I say without delay or question. That's what I expect from him. That's what we're talking about in this community. Yep, so that's where we're at. That's what we're dealing with. In this Devilverse. I know, Detroit, and saying that he has a 5th grade education, that's generous. I was told by my people that it was 2nd grade, but we'll give him 5th grade. You know, runs around doing illegal drugs all day. He shouldn't be allowed to have children in that house of his. What's his wife thinking? She's no better. So we're back where we started. Back at the beginning. Surely the dues payer is a failure. Failed out of grade school. Failed out of grade school. What can we say about that? You know how tough it is to fail out of elementary school? Eating glue, not coloring by the lines, not saying his ABCs. He doesn't know basic arithmetic. He doesn't know how to tell time. Even with a digital clock, he can't tell time. He doesn't know how to count to 12 or 10. He doesn't know how to do it. Maybe if he would have took school more serious, he'd be a little more successful like the Duke. But no. That's not what we're dealing with today. The dues payer is a train wreck and is not my problem. It's not going to work. Just because he's got major problems with the Sandusky network doesn't mean he gets to take it out on me, a good and decent man. What can we say about the newspaper having a producer guilty of crimes that was his best friend? They went to second grade together. They played Monopoly together. They went on hikes together. They played video games together. You're telling me he didn't know his best friend what he was up to? He knew. He was complicit. It is not going to save him. It is not going to work. You are not going to believe it. Not in this Devilverse. Not on my watch. Not on my dime. We're driving in my Mercedes-Benz SL420 Presidential Edition, made specially for me. Bulletproof. It's bomb-proof. It's missile-proof. Does the newspaper have a bulletproof Mercedes-Benz? I think you guys know the answer to that in this community. How about that? How about that? Newspaper doesn't even leave his house. That's what he does. That's his problem. That's where we're at in this case. Okay, so don't question me, newspaper. I question you, newspaper. We're coming to the end, folks. It's almost time to say goodbye. But the newspaper has not been paying his dues. It is not going to work. It is not going to happen in this community. That's a fact. Howdy, are you serious? Oh, we're heading to get some cores, of course. Like I said, don't forget, we're wrapping up today, but don't forget, tomorrow we will have 8 o'clock, you will witness me demolish Joey C. 8 p.m. Buffalo Clearwater time. And after that, we're going to do the history of cores on my channel. I hope everyone could watch or rewatch stream. I hope everyone has a great day in this Devilverse. And that's a fact, Jack. Okay, thank you everyone for being here. Hope everyone has a terrific day, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks again, guys.